Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Get up. 180. Mike 5-5. Stay with your man. Motion, motion, motion. Mike 55. Mike 55. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check right, check right.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the run.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Go, D. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the ready. The mic. 44 is the mic. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Smooth.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
We got double up, double up. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Ready.
2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
18. Blue draw Corkers.
Fournette running out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Westbrook. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jaguars 7, Titans 0. Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, Zoo.
44, Mike, 44. Switch up.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch the screen. Pass. 36, 30.
Protein spill. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check.
Hit it.
From the gun, Herbert. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the double.
50, Mike, 50. Man, I got you. Deuce. Shit.
Hey, Sam on.
Jam.
First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 3.
Greystone, travel. Big grip.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Mike Spopo. I got you.
I go. Shoot.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Ready?
Mike Vrabel.
Mike, 44. Watch the screen.
Five.
On 4th down, Herbert. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
General West.
Spopo's to Mike. Mike Spopo.
Hey, foxtrot.
Off play action. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Kill. Shit.
Five. Down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check 99.
Look. Squeeze. Say go.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit.
Mike's both.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set
Ready?
To throw on third down, Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Suckup on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Oh, you got deep?
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Right there.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike.
180. Hey, watch your leg.
They'll run on first down. Kelly. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. That's caught by Kelly. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Mike 54.
18.
Man up, D. Man up, D.
54. Go.
Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Let's make these babies cry.
On the draw, here's Peyton. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Alert.
That's right, baby. They don't want
Hey, ball.
Now it's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Don't get nervous.
Switch.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. Not here.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's got Thompson here, complete. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on. You better bring it.
Shift, shift, shift.
Now White. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready? 15, line. 15 line.
Who that? Who that? Shift, shift.
Big trip.
On 3rd down, Barnes. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Come on, set. 60 or.
In the face.
Say, lock it.
Just 6 guys.
Shoot.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Complete. Smith has it. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
44's the mic.
Look at me. Door.
Hatchet, hatchet.
5.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ford. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 1st down, Herbert. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Ready,
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I got you, boy. Take 4, take 4.
Let go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Undercrush,
X3, 218, chopper.
44 is the mic, 44 is Mike. Check, check.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. 25, check 25.
Ready, ready.
A final shot before break. Herbert, and he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Suckup will put this one right through. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To Thompson on the draw. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Ready, set.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Fofo's the Mike. Mike's Fofo. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check, 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 check. Watch the ship.
You're out.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Hit it.
From the gun, Herbert. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Telvin Smith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All right, D, let's turn. All right, D.
2nd and 5. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. They're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
First down, Jaguars.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run now with Dillon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
49-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Hey, check right.
Lock in. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
And an alley to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's got it complete to Thompson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the third quarter, and the Falcons have moved out in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now Trubisky. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Two times, two times. Three down, three down. Hey, check, check. Three down, three down.
They go jet sweep here with Chark. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Motion, motion, motion. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get this.
Now Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. With it is Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Thompson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
First down, at the 45-yard line.
Ready.
A first carry now for Thompson. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Delta. Topper! Topper!
Check the backer, check the backer.
Get it!
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, Echo.
44.
From the gun, Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, ball.
Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that. Mike 5'5", Mike 65, Mike 5'5".
Good.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And 9 yards to go.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
First and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be a 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check.
2nd and 6. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 3rd down, Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Let him know.
On 4th down, Herbert. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big, it gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
He goes to use you. He comes to me, it's me.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. On the return, Jackson. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. A first update now from Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
44. Check, 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 check. Check, check 43.
Now.
Throwing on 1st down, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Let's go now.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Go.
To throw again, Herbert. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On the double.
50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
I'm coming.
Protein spill.
Safe.
Hey, Zoo. Get.
Throwing again. Herbert.
Second down, defense. Let's go.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Leonard Fournette. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, Dillon. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And that will get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check Mike.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. On 1st down, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Strip that ball.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, Dillon. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Completes it to Lee. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Jacksonville.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
They'll run the option right here on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Kelly, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you, so let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Get up! 180! Get up! 180! What do you have? 180. Milk.